supporting the work that we do. But there's no substitute for perspective and true enlightenment about what we do and various strategies that we can all deploy. So it was just refreshing, and I was glad that he was able to participate, and I hope that all of you were able to take away something from Peter's discussion that was pertinent to your roles in the city of Newport News. So I really found myself thinking about some of his comments quite a bit yesterday. So that's it.
I like the fact that he had us to consider thinking beyond what we typically do or go against regularly do, and just see, like you said, this think weird. What weird things can we do that could be positive for the community and have people come out and participate, especially something that hasn't traditionally been done before. You know, have you think about what other ways can we creatively bring more community engagement and activity to be a part of it.
I really think you both did a great job, but just yesterday, just feeling like you need to definitely go there to the point where, you know, when we have land space or, you know, we're considering something to almost to not just take the first bid or whatever, but encourage, kind of like what happens when we do go to conferences like the National League of Cities. In different categories, they're showcasing the best practices. And usually it's the people who have thought outside the box. And so to know that we have that capability, that things don't have to be the same way they've been, you know, for years, and just the same players involved, but to just expand and open way up, to me, to way up, higher than, you know, what I thought.
I guess it was mainly on trying to build on the things that Peter had talked about, and I know we were talking kind of jokingly, but for example, the piece with the Huntington statue, Colin P. Huntington, where he's sitting there playing. How do we build on that and have some fun with it? And do we have some kind of, I won't call it necessarily a contest, but we put out there a little, one of those little bubble caption kind of things, what is he thinking, and get people to submit things. And then when we get them, then we take turns putting something, so people are looking to see whether or not there was the one that's selected. They could be funny captions. I mean, we talk about anything from, you know, what's he saying, or what's he thinking, you know, my arm's sore kind of thing.
Statue on the Facebook page?
Pardon me?
Does the
Yeah,
statue have a Facebook
that
page?
kind of thing.
Yep.
It does not.
Yeah, we don't.
It doesn't now, but and how do we do that with some of the other pieces of art and a little bit, I know, it might have to grow on you, but I guess that's the idea of Peter's weird. I'm still playing around with the idea of the newsy thing and how do we play on that? And I'd talk with Clear about it.
She's out talking about it with her
Talk
staff.
with Clear about if you guys don't mind doing, if we have a shirt or something made up and you take it to Peter that at National League of Cities Conference that says newsy proud or something, and then something iconic from the city that is fun. And my thought was that statue from in front of the Main Street Library, the girl, that's fun, and that's on the back of the shirt.
Yeah.
And there's some kind of Newport News and then date or something. You know, just something that I thought he might get a kick out of. That I don't know how people take the news, but it is kind of quirky and it is good. Somebody would definitely, as Cleveland and I were talking, somebody would definitely ask you, what's a newsie?
Well, plus what Lisa talked about, they talked about having the two ends.
Right, yeah, somebody edited that. Somebody edited that last night, yeah, over here. It's gotta have two ends.
I thought that was a neat set too. But, and I think, you think about Colin P. Huntington having a contest, look who we, or something, look who we found. Do you all know who this is, you know, because he's been back there for so long. We gotta educate
To the point in the...
but to think about what all he did in this city, to make the city it's really kind of shameful that we haven't passed this story down. I bet you if you go to the schools, nobody knows it.
Well, and then you can
Nobody
start
knows
doing
it.
that
And it
with
should
other
be something
other.
that everybody knows.
Even in the point, the downtown reimagine, we talked about moving the statue and bringing it out, and putting it in a different.
Yeah, Bobby Freeman was talking about that.
Bobby Freeman, some kind of circle or something.
It should be in Huntington Park, for example.
Just something that would put it
Well, I
out
think
there.
it all should be somewhere on,
Moving it several years ago. He was the only one count.
I was thinking about somewhere on Ward Boulevard, I mean, Washington Avenue, Washington.
We have talked about trying to do something like that, because actually, if you look at the picture, if you actually get down and look at it, and I wanted, the mayor's caption on it was, you know, something about the pigeons, or can you lose the pigeons, or something like that. But just to make it fun, but we did talk about doing that. But if we follow through on what we're talking about, connecting Victory Landing to Newport, to Christopher Newport Park, making that trail, putting some lighting there will be people that will be out there and will start to see it. So rather than try and move something and create, let's go with the natural organic thing. It's been there however many years.
Yeah,
Let's work with what we have instead of
that's
the
right,
extra
instead of trying to get it.
expense. Let's bring people to it instead of us trying to take it to the.
That's right.
Well, one of the things I appreciate about, not parallel it to I think what's happened with crime rate, and once you get a different attitude about things, or as I say, a different vibe in the city, I think we're getting more responses from crime because people have bought into what we're doing. This has the potential of changing people's attitude. I mean, we've been looking for ways to fight this bad news thing that's out there. And I think this has potential of doing that.
Yeah.
It really does.
And it does it, so to speak, organically. It's not like even a specific branding where we're trying to change the.
Like everything at one time.
Yeah, it's gradual. People start
Yep.
seeing it, and you keep the vibe and the feeling of it going. There's a number of ways that we can do that. I think he gave us some.
Good example.
Good springboards to do.
It gave us a reason to think outside the box, and we're going to create some things on our own. I look forward to it.
Steve, what I took from it is, those are springboards, but make your own.
Yep.
Newport News is unique. Those folks are doing other things. Let's find our own unique thing. And there are people out there that know what that is. Certainly more creative than I am, but.
Well, and so yesterday you all made a commitment to fund, when you
Yep.
added it to your values. And the power of the question of how do we make it fun. Before we started this morning, conversation over here, folks were looking at the map of the government district, talking about how to cross Warwick Avenue. And the question of, well, how do we make it fun to cross Warwick Avenue?
Boulevard.
And or Boulevard. Boulevard. It changed the entire tone of the conversation. So, as opposed to, how do you make it safe? Because the way you make it safe is usually
Like a prison.
the absolute antithesis of fun, right?
So, and I guess on that particular thing, I would take more the approach of that. The fun is one thing, but how do you do it from the garden hose perspective? We don't have millions of dollars to find some really, walkovers, flyovers, but we don't have that to do that. If we wait for that, you will not see it anytime soon. How do we find that garden hose approach? What is that thing that gets people across, and it's safe, but it's not gonna cost $1 million gazillion to get us there? And I know that Everett got it. I know he does. It's just hasn't come out yet.
Well, that was a good point about everything does not have to, you don't have to wait till we get $5.2 million. So we can just start some things. And even with the Newport News Nile, I love that.
The news is now.
No, I just, well, maybe, but I love the Newport News Now because just that title, this is the simple thing about that and what talking about the government debt, just that title and the fact that we're acknowledging that place, because I've been here all my life, and I know most people, the things we're talking about, most people don't even know they're around and they've lived here, because
The same thing with.
they've never been
Collins-
acknowledged.
Collins Beach, I think
That's what I'm-
You
that's
could
what I'm
do
thinking
a
about.
year-long scavenger hunt.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, I mean, you could, where every
Yeah.
month it's like, go find the Newport News Nile, go find the statue, go find the whatever it might be, and, you know, turn it into a
Yeah.
big, so there are all kinds of ideas, right?
You can use something like that, and with the way social media is.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Utilize some of the social media platforms to have people take a selfie with Huntington.
Yeah.
Go to the Nile and plant a flower.
Mhm.
It has things about like the way you can bring recognition to it.
At their, what is it, at their luncheon?
Oh, that's
Like
where it
tourism.
is.
Yeah, tourism.
That's a good idea. And using our Channel 48 channel, that could be a whole series. Rediscovering.
In terms of the Nile, the real Nile, what would be something that we could use there to take off from the Nile? Some kind of particular boat floating, or
Well, you know,
some kind of artwork, or?
public art, there's, where are the two alligators? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, this coming month's.
It's gonna be in, it's, the alligator statue with the man strapped to it.
Oh,
No,
my.
I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about, there are two alligators that will be
Benches?
seats, benches.
No, they're with the alligator, with the man strapped to
It's with the
it.
same
That's
one?
in, yeah, that will be
Because
in
that's very Nile-ish.
Newport News.
Just saying, you can go out and you can buy a remote control alligator. For $30 on Amazon, you can get an alligator head that's remote control so it can swim down. Just saying, I've been looking for an excuse to buy one. I haven't bought it yet, but at some point I'm going to.
That's funny. That's funny.
So clearly there's something there. There's a stem for a whole slew of creativity, if you will, that you could.
Christopher Newport on a ship, he said he made a wrong turn.
And if you remember, somebody came up with the term jewel on the James. That kind of fits with the Nile too. You know, jewel on the James, that was one of the phrases that got thrown out yesterday, you know. Maybe that's what the city is, and you got the Newport News Nile as part of the jewel on the James, right?
All of that,
You could-
just all of it.
So I would encourage you all to continue having these discussions. I would encourage you all to add as an agenda item to every council meeting, 10 minutes to talk about
Just gonna say,
fun.
you can put that.
What can we do that's fun in
Everybody
the
has
city
to
that
give
we
an
haven't done
idea
yet?
under council comments and not suggestions. Instead of
Could we
how-
count on our, could we
Instead of
count
a
on,
light out one.
yeah, because that has become so negative. I mean, the
Maybe it's a
comments I
separate
just-
agenda item, but it's a public, maybe you have your public comment and then you also have your public fun piece, you know?
Or maybe,
What about work session where the actual?
but maybe with the comments, I didn't suggest as much since you all said that, because every time everybody's just going around saying something bad, we need to say something that's good as well. If you're gonna say what's out and what's this and this is wrong, it just turns into, like now, me sitting there, you just feel like after everything, your body is going down because it's just so much, just turn into a complaint session.
Well, and the problem I have with it is that, you know, it can be done with a phone call, you don't have to wait for that meeting.
Yeah, that's why I can't, yeah, I don't get that part either. But, it just needs to, we need to really look at ourselves as a council about that. Because it shouldn't be that this says comments, ideas, and suggestions, and it's just turning to nothing but what's wrong. I don't want to say that word I already said shit on the one city video.
But, and to your point, I don't disagree. And some of the things, it's not even the things are wrong, that's day-to-day operations. We're dealing with that stuff every day. There's nothing about, knowing that there's trash or something here.
And I don't understand. And another thing,
It's day-to-day stuff.
another thing while we talk about that, I think we as council members, we should look at ourselves and feel like, would you wait, if I see some trash, am I gonna wait 2 weeks until a council meeting? But why wouldn't you pick up the phone and call the city manager or whoever, you don't mind us being
No,
free?
it's-
Yeah, 311.
You can call
I think we
anybody.
need to look at ourselves about that
I would love
because
for you to call me every day.
Try to bring it up in green.
Well, we're looking at doing a good news campaign, more good news campaign. So I was thinking, and I think I may have shared it with you, Mayor, that, when council speaks at the end of council meetings, and I know you guys like to, wish happy birthdays and all of that kind of stuff, but just take a moment to say, well, here's some more good news out of Newport News this over the last week, and start really sharing the positive things that are happening in our community.
Yep.
Yeah, because, yeah.
I agree.
So you saying good newsies?
Good news.
So,
You really
so,
newsies.
so the amount of sort of ideas and you can feel the energy in the room change from when we're talking
Yes.
about fun versus, when you start talking about, but then people bring in these negative thoughts, the entire feel of the room changed, right? And so,
That's what I feel.
and so be aware of that as you manage your meetings, as you manage your interactions with your community, that what you're looking for is to bring that, right? Okay. Let's move on. I want y'all to stand up. Y'all too. Stand up. And I'm going to ask you all to close your eyes. And everybody close your eyes. Now I want you all to point north.
Oh, Lord.
Point north. Okay. So everybody open your eyes and see where everybody's pointing.
Oh, there.
So I
No,
haven't
both going
cheated and figured out the real answer before we started. So north is that way.
Hey, I got it.
I'm looking for the North Star.
Go both ways, right?
I was thinking about a personal now.
Go ahead and sit down.
That's northeast and north is that's
That's where I was. What did you others? It was that way. All right, so Holly's home
Everywhere's
says
the
north is that way.
He knows.
it's that way.
Oh,
Told you.